Okay, so coming into a comfortable seated position, cross-legged or kneeling is absolutely fine. Just going to warm up the wrists and then coming into cat position and do some cat breathing. So first of all, if you like to take your arms out in front of you, shrug the shoulders down away from the ears, make loose fists with your fingers, and then begin to turn the fists in circles, so making circles with the fists. Noticing whether one wrist feels easier than the other to circle. Noticing any clicking or anything like that you get is fine. And then rotating in the opposite direction, so moving in the other way. And without disturbing your movement, simply observe whether you are moving the hands in the same direction or whether they're going in opposite directions. If you're going in opposite directions, then we're going to pause and turn the wrists in the same direction, so both going clockwise or anti-clockwise. If you're already going in the same direction, then try turning the wrists in opposite directions. And then reverse the circle. And give the wrists a shake out. Again, taking the arms out in front of you, making loose fists, and then extending the fingers and the hands away. So fists and then extend. It's almost like you're flicking water off your fingertips. Really active through those fingers. Keeping the arms straight if you can, and then go a little bit faster with your starbursts, these are called. A bit faster still. Perhaps lift the hands up, keep going with your starbursts, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Bring them back down and give the arms a shake out. That's great. Coming into cat position, taking your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And first of all, just taking the weight forwards and backwards nice and gently, keeping the arms straight and keeping a gentle engagement in the core. So avoiding the temptation to sink through the shoulders and the belly. Gently push the shoulders away, draw the belly into the spine, and move the weight backwards and forwards over the wrists. Pay attention to your hands, so spread the fingers, feel the weight through all of the balls of the fingers, so avoid any temptation for the index finger to lift up, keep that push down. Good. Coming forwards, and then we're going to circle. So begin to take a circle around your wrists. And once again, observing the weight distribution in the hands as you move, and then go in the opposite direction. Good, and coming back to the centre, so the shoulders are above the wrists. And we're going to work through some cat breathing, so keeping the arms gently straight. When we breathe in, we're going to lift the tailbone, roll the shoulders back and down and lift the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, lift the upper back towards the ceiling and allow the head to come between the hands. The arms, sorry. Breathing in, tailbone lifts, shrug the shoulders back and down, lift the crown of the head up. Breathing out, rounding the back, lifting the back towards the ceiling, head between the arms. Continue on your own breath. Allow the breath to flow through the spine, starting from the tailbone and finishing at the crown of the head. And to make this movement a little more active, we can begin to introduce our bandhas. So as you breathe out, engaging Mula Bandha, so drawing in with the pelvic floor. And releasing gently as you breathe in. And once again, as you breathe out, Mula Bandha and then Uddiyana Bandha. So drawing the belly button in and up into the rib cage and releasing as you breathe in. Breathing out, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Great. And the next time you breathe out, come into a neutral cat position. So now we're going to take a side stretch. So we're going to take the left shoulder towards the left hip, keeping the belly drawing in. As you breathe in, come back to centre. And as you breathe out, take the right shoulder towards the right hip. Breathing in, back to centre. Imagine that you had a magnet on the outside of one shoulder and the outside of the hip, and they were drawing towards each other as you breathe out. So feeling a little bit like a fish moving through water perhaps, as your spine moves in that sideways direction. Fantastic, come back to the centre, neutral cat. Tuck the toes under, take the hips back to the heels, push through the hands, lift the knees up into downward facing dog. And then gently walk, step, hop the feet towards the hands. And on an in-breath, coming into a standing position. And we're going to work through our sun salutations. So come towards the fronts of your mats into Tadasana, mountain pose. So big toe joints coming towards each other, heels are slightly apart. Draw up on the thighs, feel the tailbone dropping down. Draw the belly in, draw the lower ribs in, gentle lift with the collarbones. Roll the shoulders back and down, crown of the head lifting up. Have a feeling that everything below the waist is your foundation and it's flowing downwards. Everything above the waist is lifting up. And take your hands to prayer position at the heart centre. We'll go through 5 rounds of the Surya Namaskar sequence. I'll guide you through 3 and then I'll allow you to go for 2, up to another 2 on your own breath. So let's breathe in together and breathe out together. Breathing in, lower the arms, lift them up to the sky. Look up if that's okay in the neck. And as you breathe out, lower the hands down towards the floor, relax the head. As you breathe in, lift the tailbone, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And as you breathe out, either jumping or stepping the feet back into plank. And then chaturanga with the elbows squeezing in. As you breathe in, you lift the heart, roll the shoulders back and down, upward facing dog. It's fine to place the hips down into cobra. And as you breathe out, tuck the toes, coming into downward facing dog. Breathing in here for 1. And breathing out for 1, adjust the hands and the feet. Breathing in for 2. And breathing out for 2, spreading the fingers. Breathing in for 3, and breathing out for 3, pointing the index finger forwards. Breathing in for 4, and breathing out for 4, feeling the ball of the index finger down on the mat. Breathing in for 5, and breathing out, come up onto the toes, soften the knees, jump or step the feet forwards towards the hands. Breathing in, lift and lengthen through the spine. Breathing out, folding into your forward fold, tuck the chin. And breathing in, coming all the way up. So lead with the heart as you come up, extend the fingers to the ceiling. And breathing out, back into prayer position. Number 2, breathing in. Circling the arms up to the sky. Breathing out, lowering into Uttanasana. It's fine to soften the knees here if you need to. Breathing in. Lifting the heart, lifting the gaze, Breathing out, either jumping or stepping back. Strong through the hands and the shoulders. Chaturanga, and then scooping the heart forwards and up. Breathing out, back over the toes, push through the hands, downward facing dog. Breathing in here for 1. And breathing out for 1, lifting the tailbone nice and high. Breathing in for 2. And breathing out for 2, feeling that you can sink the armpits towards the feet. Breathing in for 3. And breathing out for 3, gently pushing the floor away with the hands. Breathing in for 4. And breathing out for 4, wrapping the triceps around towards your ears. Breathing in for 5. And breathing out. Come up onto the toes, gaze forward, create space under your body to step or jump forwards. Breathing in, lifting the heart, lengthening the spine. Breathing out, folding forwards, Uttanasana. As you breathe in, come all the way up. It's fine to soften the knees, leading with the heart. And breathing out, back to Tadasana. Number 3, breathing in. Lifting the gaze. And breathing out, softening, folding, allowing the neck to relax. Breathing in, lift the gaze, lift the heart. And as you breathe out, drawing the cord in towards the spine, stepping back into plank or chaturanga, then breathing in, lifting the heart, shoulders away from the ears. Back over the toes, downward facing dog on the out breath. Breathing in for 1. And breathing out for 1. Taking the heels back and down. Breathing in for 2. And breathing out for 2, opening up the backs of the knees. Breathing in for 3. And breathing out for 3, feel free to walk the dog if that feels nice, to ease out. Breathing in for 4. And breathing out for 4, keep pushing the floor away with the hands, energy back into the heels. Breathing in for 5. And breathing out, come up onto the toes, gaze forwards, jumping or stepping towards the hands. Breathing in, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Breathing out, keep the tailbone lifted as you fold into Uttanasana. Breathing in, leading with the heart as you come all the way up. And breathing out, take it back to your heart center. So you can feel free to do another 2 rounds on your own breath, in your own time. It's also fine to pause.